Hello gamers, welcome back to Trine Act 2 Scene 2. Right off the bat, there are some experiences in the open that we can see. Move the cart out of the way using Zoya. Jump on the cart, conjure a box, and then jump on the box to get the experiences at the top. Use the conjure box on a mosquito. Also use Zoya's arrows with the right timing to let a mosquito fall on another. To the left of the checkpoint are some experiences. Conjure a plank, move it to the right side. This will let the little platform drop down. Tie a rope on the two hooks to cross to the other side. At the left there's actually some experiences hidden. It's kinda hard to catch. Dashing to the right will have 3 experiences. After getting all of them, drop down to get another experience. Move the cube next to the breakable wall. Thump down to get experiences, and then use the cube to break the wall again. Conjure a platform on the spikes so we can put the cube on top of it, and then use Pontius to break through the wall again. There are so many experiences here. Wonderful. Backtrack and jump on the top bar. I'm not really sure why I conjured the box. It was so unnecessary. But we do need the box at the end of the path so we can reach the experiences at the top. Put our conjured box next to the spikes. First, let's get the experience in the middle, which we end up dying, but it's okay. We can just revive. I realized I don't actually need the box at the side, so I moved it out of the way. I also noticed there are 2 experiences at the top, so I'll just get those first. Since the platforms have hooks on them, I'm just going to swing. And it did the job, but I think there might be some snails down there, so I'm going to try swinging it again. And there we go, there is a secret area. Open the chest to get the letter. Conjure a box using Amadeus so we can actually reach the bars at the top. After hitting on the bars, it will cause the door to be opened, and we can actually shoot an arrow to make the experience drop down. Change the box to a plank, and we can use it to move the experience past the door so we can reach it. Looks like there's nothing else here, so I'm going to get out of the hidden place using the hooks to swing up. There is an experience on the right that we can reach, but the currents are pushing us back. So I thought putting a plank there will let us avoid walking on water. Again, conjure a plank so we don't walk on water. Swing using the hook. Get the first experience at the leaf. Jump on the top of the platform and also to the side. On the right, there is a breakable little window with 2 experiences. We actually want the cube to be on the other side, so when we jump, we can reach the top left platform. At the very top left, there are 2 experiences, but it's a bit hard to see. They are at top left to the save point. Going forward, there are some currents again. I was a bit stumped on this, but we can actually conjure a plank, connect the rope to the end of the hook, place it in the middle. Now we can simply walk on the plank and the rope. Use Zoya's arrows to hit the TNT. It will explode the wall. Again, use a plank as a little bridge so we don't have to walk on water. Use Pontius to hit the ball so it turns. Move the plank to the right side so we can just fall on it. Don't forget to get the experience at the top before reaching the large save point. To the right, there is a monster that we cannot damage its shield, so we gotta walk behind it to damage it. Once it's defeated, use the TNT on the fire and then move it to the wall to break it. First, get the experience on the platform. Break the wood on the bottom right. There's going to be another TNT, but there's a water blocking our way. First of all, we gotta bring down the left platform so the right platform goes upwards, and then we can make a bridge using the platform and the wood in the center. Now the water is blocked from the top, so we can move the TNT to the fire and break the wall. Conjure a box on the left platform so it goes down to bring up the right platform. Go to the very right, there is an experience on the bar. Use the hook to jump up the platform. I think I can just swing using the hook right away without conjuring the extra box, but whatever, it works. Next, I'm going to move my box to the top so that I can move the plank on top of the spikes to hold the box. Then swing on the hook to get on the box. Use Pontius to break through the wood on the right. This will make a boulder fall down, and we want to get to the right side and jump downwards so the boulder can break the ceiling. Move the boulder to the other side, jump down so we can climb up. Go to the right, move down the box to get an experience. There's actually nothing at the left to my surprise. After walking for a bit, there's going to be an experience at the top that we can reach by conjuring a box. After the cutscene will be Pontius' solo quest. Be patient here to jump on the platform, not in the river. Thump down so the box can drop down. Use the box to get on the top of the wood where there's 3 experiences hidden. First the box to the other side and then climb on the top bar. Thump on the shovel sticking out to reach the save point. By using the bars on the right to get to the top of the platform, there's actually 3 experiences at the top. Because the platform is moving, it's very easy to fall down by accident, so I had to do 2 tries. Break the wood at the bottom left so we can bring out the boulder, then also break the wood on the right, and keep going. Here we want the boulder to somehow be able to break the wall on the top right. First of all, we need to break the wood on the left so the boulder can get to the left platform. We gotta push the boulder at the very edge, then get ourselves up there. Then simply push the boulder to the right wall. We don't actually need the boulder anymore, we just need to get up there to reach the next save point. This is a large save point, but I'm not going to upgrade my skills for now. Use our sword as a platform to reach the top, and repeat the sword trick again. Put the shield on top of our head so we don't get hit by the fireballs, and then jump over to the right side. Jump and hit the sword on the platform so we can jump on it. Break the wooden blocks on the left to get an experience. There are actually 2 more experiences at the top, so we gotta move our sword a bit higher to reach it. Backtrack to the save point. We want to break the wood at the right, but somehow I forgot I can actually throw my sword, so I had to die 2 times for this. Inside the little house, throw the sword on the left so we can get on the platform. Throw the sword to the right so it cuts the rope. And now we can get out of the little house to finish our solo quest. Back with our group. I can simply just jump down here. I don't know why I had to throw a sword and attach a rope to it. It was so unnecessary. Use Pontia's shield to reflect the projectile to the left wall. There will be 3 experiences. To get the first 2 is pretty easy, but the third one is a bit tricky. First, throw Pontia's sword to the left wall and then connect it to the conjured box, and then lift up the box while I'm on the sword. As the box falls, run quickly to reach the top. I'm not sure if that's the intended solution, but it works. Break the top vines using Pontia so we can get the experiences. If you can't reach it, conjure a box. Quickly defeat the enemy on the right. It's pretty easy. Get the experiences on the top left. Throw Pontia's sword on the top right. Once we're up there, conjure a box. Then connect the rope from the sword to the box, and then use the rope to jump up. First, defeat the flying enemies. I find Zoya the easiest since we can hit them from a long range. Get to the top left and break the wooden boxes to get experiences. Remove the wooden plank at the right so it doesn't block our way. Jump through the gap. Be careful, there's a shredder on the right, so we want to jump over it. Get the 3 experiences on the platform and in the box. Run quickly into the fireball to deflect it so it hits the TNT. Once the TNT is lit up, wait for it to explode. Now the belt will stop moving and we can finally cross over to the next save point. Conjure a box and put it on the right. Move the hook using our rope to pull the drawer. Hit the switch. Drop down. It gets a bit tricky with the blades moving towards you, but we want to go through the gaps and put a box in the center so we can reach the top bar. Conjure a box on the right so we can use it to jump up to the bar on the right. Climb up and first of all get the experience in your sight, but there are hidden ones at the top, so we gotta use our sword. There's also a ladder. Break the wooden planks to get the experiences. Tie a rope from the sword to the box to get the experiences on top of the box. Before pulling the switch, first we want to throw our sword on the right, then hit the switch and drop the plank. Right after we drop it, dash towards our sword and then climb up. We reach another large save point. Break the vines on the right and get the experience. Climb up on top of the box using its hooks and then get the experiences at the top. There are 2 more experiences even higher. No need to conjure your own box, just move the wooden box to the right and then conjure a plank. The box and its chain will be strong enough to hold it. Keep going and there's going to be some monsters popping up, but they are pretty easy to get rid of. Next is going to be a bunch of gears area. The first one is very easy, just move the only gear to the only blue circle to reach our next save point. Hold the cart on the right using our rope and use it as a platform to get the experiences above it, and then conjure a box to get the experience at the left. Connect a rope to get the experience at the right. There is actually one more at the top left we were not able to get before, which requires jumping to the very left platform. Drop down and go to the little house. Use Frontier's sword to break the wooden box and then use it again to get experiences at the top right. Drop down and use the sword on the left side to get to the experiences at the top. Jumping down leads to nothing. Go to the right to another gear puzzle. The big one is supposed to go to the bottom left. This will turn the windmill at the left and we can use it to move right. Move the small gear on the right circle and move the large gear on the center circle so we can reach the next save point. Climb up on the windmill and there's a bar on the left, which we can use to spring to the center experience. Backtrack to the save point. Put a plank in the middle of the spikes so we can get the 3 experiences in the middle and then tie a rope. There is actually an experience we can get with these pumpkins, but I missed it the first time around and I went to the right to get the box experience at first. Then I backtracked to the pumpkins area and then we gotta match the pumpkin with the correct body. The skinny pumpkin goes on the most skinniest body and the largest pumpkin goes on the largest body. Putting them in the correct order gives us 3 experiences. Conjure a box and tie it to the hook. Move the box down in the river. It's not going to flow away due to the rope. rope, drop down and go on the box. Use Pontia's sword to hit the button. Jump on the sword, tie a rope from the sword to the hook, and then conjure a plank to reach the top. To our next save point, keep going right and we will reach a house with a few monsters, which I just hang through them using Pontius, and after the fight we will get an achievement. Before we leave, get the experience at the top right and also the top left. Then we can finally leave this house through the bottom right door without the water by using Pontius' shield to deflect the water to the fire. There are 2 experiences in the tree at the right, which is a bit hard to see. And that's our last experiences of this level. We will also get a double completion achievement.